Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 22 franchise mode here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, year number 4 off season. After losing to the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Toronto Maple Leafs, in the second round, they go on to win the Stanley Cup for the second straight year. I am in physical pain. We could have won 3 straight. That was our dynasty window right there. And I'm not saying the window is over by any stretch of the imagination. Things are looking actually really good for this team, for the future at least. Toronto beat us up 2 years in a row, and there were a lot of problems. I want to say there was a lot of screaming. If you haven't watched last episode, highly suggest it. It was an entertaining postseason, nonetheless. Maybe for you guys, not for me though. I'm gonna say random number generator again. I know that's saying, well, that's the way it is. It's video game zone. Well, it hurts. It definitely sucks because we could have. I swear, if we could have beaten Toronto, we could have gone all the way. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't get through them once again, even though I thought we were the better team on paper, but they just showed up when it mattered. Nick Suzuki, congratulations. He wins the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy, his first major award. Honestly, I would have. Oh my God, hey! Michkov won the Rocket. I went too far back, but we knew that. I just kind of sort of forgot. Honestly, I would have put him up there in the Art Ross, or not the Art Ross conversation, the Hart Trophy conversation. You take the 97-point season away, you could also say that about Michkov. Does Nick Suzuki get 97 points without Michkov? Does Michkov get that without Nick Suzuki? I guess it's the best of both worlds. So Nick Suzuki, congratulations on that. Bedard wins the Calder. Joshua Waugh, he was the runner-up to the runner-up. Great season for him. Alex Nedeljkovic, a goalie won the Conn Smythe? That is a rarity. Rarity in this game. I don't see it very often. Congratulations, Nedeljkovic. I still don't know how they circumvented the cap to get you on board. Vezina goes to Connor Hellebuck. He also wins the I'm not even going to try to re-say that. Bill Masterton goes to Matthias Ekholm. Jack Adams wins 1. Wow, I'm already thrown off this episode. I think the postseason killed something inside of me. But it's gonna be a good offseason, boys. Let's keep the positivity going. Frank J. Selke goes to Sid the Kid. Patty Kane wins the Ted Lindsay. Maurice Richard obviously goes to Matvei Michkov, the first of his long NHL career. I can't wait to see what else he can do. No Stanley Cup. However, the offseason is looking fruitful. It is looking plentiful with prospects, and I'm excited to see what is up. Now, I have a draft board. I have a short list of players on my notes pad on my screen that there's 3 of those that I absolutely must have on this roster. We'll go over the players that I want. We're probably not going to be able to get all of them. A couple of them do fall into the first round. We do only have 1 first-round draft pick this year. However, we have 2 next year because we have the Buffalo Sabres first-round draft pick. That's fun times. Now, the offseason as is, Sean Farrell is obviously the biggest free agent. Now, he's an RFA, so we have his rights. Everything's good on that end. I might let him test free agency, because right now I'm not giving him 9.8. He's not worth it. At this point, I'd give Michkov that. I'd give Nick Suzuki that. Not Farrell. Farrell is... No disrespect to Sean Farrell on this team. He is down the ladder of important players on this team. Now, that's no disrespect. No disrespect at all. This is like a Toronto Maple Leaf situation. We have our Matthews. We have our Nylander. You might be the Nylander of this team. You did have 81 points, so that's... No, I'm just being disrespectful. No offense, Sean Farrell, but I'm trying, from a negotiation perspective, I can't let you make that much money comparative to the rest of the team. It hurts us. Okay, Sean Farrell, we will discuss that later on. Claude Giroux, longtime Montreal Canadian. He's been here for a lot longer than I originally had planned for. I only planned for the 2 years, and then he came back. 85 points. It was a tremendous offensive season for the Canadiens. I don't think we're going to be able to repeat that. We were quite lucky this year with how everybody was statistically. Hopefully that can translate to the record this coming season. Josh Brooks, just Josh Brook, no S on that name. I'm going to sign him to that. He's going to be a sign and trade piece at the draft. It's looking like he doesn't fit into our defensive scheme. Teddy Bluger? Can I sign and trade you? We can get, hell yeah, if that's a sign and trade, absolutely, I'm with that. We're going to let go of you. Everybody else is fine. Pavelski was quite disappointing, considering the couple of assets that we gave up. It's sad, it sucks, especially with those X factors. I expected more. Unfortunately, he doesn't work out with this team. We do have a second round appearance, but I wanted a Stanley Cup. Goaltending? Well, Carey Price. Carey Price is the big question mark surrounding the season. Now, if he could do us the honor of retiring right now, we get $10.5 extra million to work with. Now, we're fine cap-wise this offseason. If we get that amount of money, we can put it to negotiations with our RFAs next year. I think Michkov is going to be an expiring RFA next year, I'm pretty sure. Carey Price, please retire. And that's no disrespect. Carey Price, you're the GOAT in Montreal. We love you. Please do us the favor and retire. We won you the cup. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Dan Vladar? Is it Dan Vladar? I could be totally wrong here. Dan Vladar, yep, he's 83 overall. I'm going to sign him to a contract. 2 years. Can I do 3 years at like $900,000? Because that's a really good backup at 27 years of age. He's fine, I guess. He wasn't great for us in relief in the postseason. Postseason was what it was. We can't judge our future based on 13 games. What we're going to do is hopefully those contracts come up big and they all sign, please. Now, the draft board. We're not going to have a top pick this year. I'm not trading up unless there's some major player in the top or major thing that we want to do and a team is willing to trade, then obviously we can go that route. But right now, there's a couple of guys on my list. Sergeyev, 91st overall, 3-year ETA. He's lower on that list. Actually, why don't I just pull up my list? Yeah. Then we have Pushkarev. Pushkarev is the 41st overall projected pick. Looks like he's guaranteed to have all those X factors, and I'm assuming he's going to be a low elite. So I want him on my team. Might be a power forward, not exactly sure. Talent level, we need to restock the draft. We need to restock our prospect pool immediately. We have Sean Bodie, who's looking really good. Obviously, we're going to discuss a lot of these players at the draft. Naslund. We got a lot of goalies. Gamble is also looking really good. Jake Gamble at the end of the first round. I would love to pick up something like that. There's a lot of options. I have a lot of... Not that I'm going to pick all of these guys here. Or Merida. Or Thomas. It's just Thomas, Owen. He's from the WHL. There's a lot of players that I'm hoping to go out and get. It is time, though, to move on to a new offseason. The NHL entry draft is right around the corner. Teddy Bluger is going to sign. Hopefully we can get a decent amount for Teddy Bluger. 82 overall. He's sign and trade. That's what was negotiated. Dan Vladar is also going to sign that 3-year. He's 6'5". Dude, he's a tank. Josh Brook is also going to sign that deal. Thank you very much. All those players signed. Appreciate it. Claude Giroux. Is he going to retire? That's a big question, though. That's a hole to fill on this team if he does retire. Boston is going to win the first overall pick. San Jose moves down 3 spots. It's a very nice draft this year. A lot of real prospects in this draft, too. It's good to see. Awesome. Let's keep it going. View retired players. Claude Giroux, you're Claude Giroux and Carey Price. 2 massive contracts. And Claude Giroux is going to hold on another year. Ryan Getzlaf is the peak of his draft or his retiree class. Jason Spezza at how old is he now? He's 42. Holy moly. Good for him retiring. Joe Pavelski is also going to call it quits. Corey Perry. Yeah, wow. The league is looking a whole lot different. We're only in year 4. It's scary, man. Holy moly. Mike Hoffman isn't that old, is he? Mike Hoffman? He's only 35. That's unfortunate. Well, enjoy your crazy wife. Patty Maroon, GOAT. Goalies. Okay, Carey Price. Please retire. Please retire. Please retire. Please. No! We're stuck with the 10.5 for another season. Okay, at least the contract is ending next year. And we can still use that money to negotiate. Yeah, we'll still have the money for expiring. Oh, then we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine, right? Brian Elliott retires. Devin Dubnyk. Anton Khudobin. Michael Neuwirth. I remember him with the Buffalo Sabres. That was a fun year. The Mick Eichel draft. All right. Jack Eichel just started playing for Vegas. That's fun. Retired players that are not coaches. Joe Pavelski is now a coach. We're probably not going to bring him back as a coach. I like my coaching system as it is. That's a thing that we debated, I'm sure, in my screaming rant during the second round. We're not going to do draft interviews. They help me out, and it's not worth it at this point. It's a waste of time, and they're boring. Well, maybe not to you. To me, for sure. Yeah, we definitely debated changing coaches. I like the generalist for the chemistry that we built. Obviously, we can bring in a forward coach and groom them, but we were really good offensively this year. I guess it's just the postseason looming in the back of my head. Let's enter the draft. Good vibes only. Let's go. The 2025 NHL entry draft is here. The first overall pick, the Boston Bruins are selecting. They're going to get a high elite pick. The Minnesota Wild are willing to dish out that second overall. Buffalo at 6. I want to see if any of these late... Yeah, there's definitely a lot of teams here at the back end of the draft that are willing to move. Fantastic. We have the 28th overall selection. Cool. What I'm going to do our due diligence, check around the league, obviously, do our thing, see if there's anything cool out there. There's teams that are willing to trade their first-round draft picks this year, which is great. Let me go to... Do we have any other expiring players that have value at all? Or not him. Norlinder! Yes! Norlinder is a guy that I was yelling at that I'm like, you don't really bring a lot of value to the table. So maybe we move on from him. Let me go to cap. Any big cap dumps that we got to move? Anything here? Ryan O'Reilly still signed, right? He'll be our second-line center next year unless things change. Hajek I'd like to move on from maybe for the first-round draft pick that I want. 28th overall pick is where I need it to be. Perfect. We have Buffalo in our own next year. Okay, it's time to check the rest of the league, see what's on the block. Hopefully there's something cool out there. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there is. Might have to do a lot of our work in the free agency period. Okay. Boston, you got nothing. Buffalo, it's Buffalo. What do you expect? Calgary, no. Umberger. Oh, Jake Umberger back in the New Jersey Devils franchise mode. What a classic. What a legend. Andreas Athanasiou, Jason Zucker, no. Nothing. Detroit's got nothing. Lindstrom isn't bad. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot here on the block. You do have Jonas Brodin. Now, what we could do... Maybe we swap Norlinder for Jonas Brodin. Now, I'm not really sure if he fits our D-core. We could really use a defenseman like that. He's one of the best defenders in the NHL. And that's not a whole lot of trade value to... We could make it happen. But I'll have to reevaluate the rest of our defensive core first before I do that. That's a big move. That is groundbreaking. But maybe it's time for this team to do something like that. Make a big move. Don't hate Marino. Don't hate that at all. Okay, you know what? I'm going to write you down. Well, how much are you making? 4 points. That is not a lot. Let me write you. Pittsburgh. Okay, Pittsburgh. I don't hate that. Matthew Dumba's there. Torrey Krug. I don't hate that. You fit chemistry. Top 4 defenseman. I'll keep that in mind. A little bit of trade value to overcome there. Gary Mayhew, good for you getting paid out by the San Jose Sharks. Delicious. Keep it going here. Boston's about to make their pick. Oh, come on. We got to zoom. I'd rather not go back into this. Zoom, baby. They're going to make their pick here any moment. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, Falk. He was a draft pick last year, 5th over right wing. Ooh, where do you fit? No, I didn't even see where he fit. Boston's gonna get Victor Eklund, my bad. 79 overall playmaker from the SHL, absolute stud. I'm not gonna move up for Minnesota Wild's pick. Let's check the top 3 here real quick. Dendino, French Canadian, 81 overall sniper, left winger. San Jose is also going to get that Perrott guy. Woo! What a nice top 3 here. I just want to... what's his name? What was his name? Falk? Not Justin Falk. What's your first name? Zachary? Zane. Ooh. Zane from One Direction. They're British, right? Ooh. Now, well, you seem like a stud. We do have a lot of studs on our defensive core already. I'll keep you in mind as well. We're not going to be making any trades this very moment, it seems. I'm going to sim the top 5 here. Avery Weiss going to the New York Rangers. Great draft pick there. The Vancouver Canucks are going to select Gavin, who is supposed to be a top pick in the 2025 NHL entry draft. There's a couple of guys you're seeing here, like Zachary Morin is an actual guy that's going to be drafted then. Maybe not as high as you see here, but that's one of the most notable prospects from his draft class so far. James Dembinski? Demski. I figured it out. Now, you look like a fun player. You're similar to Owen Nolan. You're a two-way forward. That guarantees you a two-way forward, right? It's 5 bar scouted. 1, 2, 3. Is that 4? I can't count. That's 4 bar scouted, right? Is 4 bar? I don't even know. Is 4 bars total? I don't know. How long have I been playing this game? You seem like a very fun player. Man. That would be so. Elite edges, you're a fast skater. No contest, shutdown, yoink, beauty, backhand, and quick pick. You are the definition of a two-way forward. We could use you. We could use him. If I want to move up here, James Dembski. That's a really great name. Now, the other guys I was looking at in the first round, Street is up there. Not necessarily high on my priority list. I just have him pinned just because I'm stupid, just in case. Joaquin DeLuca is up there. Not necessarily my first pick that I'd want to go for. Gamble is looking really fun. 2-year ETA, wheels, born leader. Not sure if he's the most guaranteed guy. You have Bodie, who's looking fun. He's Sean Bodie, bouncer, third eye, shutdown, shock, and awe. If we want to make a big move, Buffalo Sabres, I mean, that pick is going right now. We could try to negotiate this. I doubt we have the assets right now to make it work. We could go our first. We could trade them back their first round draft pick next year for a guy like this. Would they want their own first? No, I like gambling with my first round draft pick. It's very fun. Ryan Poehling up to an 87 overall. Are you serious? That just has to be Morale, right? I've said I've been wanting to move on from him. We could do Romanov. I could send Romanov. I'm cool. I mean, I'm cool moving on from him. We could do Norlinder, but he really doesn't have the trade value right now. It really doesn't make sense. We could do Norlinder, who signed at a great contract. The Buffalo Sabres could use a defenseman like that, I'm sure. Draft picks, we could do our own, 28th overall. Buffalo would be over the cap. They're going to make their selection here pretty soon. I want that Dembski guy. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to be too upset. Nazem Kadri, we can take that just so it helps cap. Norlinder, I know we just signed Norlinder to that 8-year deal. We did. He's so disappointing. He has been really disappointing. I don't have very much longer. I want to throw something else in here. We could do Brooke for the 6th overall pick. They're not going to be willing to do it. Man, oh man, that is unfortunate. I could try to finagle another thing in here. Could I add on a 3rd? They're going to make their pick here any moment. None of the other teams are willing to move there. Let me do a 3rd. That's all I'm willing to do for that pick. Trade rejected. Unfortunately, we will not be moving up in this draft. That's fine. Buffalo Sabres are going to be getting something quite nice here at that pick. Zachary Morin, great selection there. The Dallas Stars, not to Dallas. Harrison, great selection. Ooh, power forward. Dembski's still on the board. The Seattle Kraken don't want to move it. And if they don't want to move a pick this high in the draft, I'm not going to do it. 77 overall, two-way forward, looking like an absolute beast. That does hurt my heart. It does hurt my heart a little bit. Now, we still have all those assets, right? Isn't it great? We could go for all those guys that we have. Now, I got to be smart here. So, DeLuca, Gamble, Bodie, Thomas, Morita, Pushkarev, and Hughes. Those are my top 7 guys that I have on my mind. Now, Gunderson's here, right wing, 2. Well, that's a guy that I haven't really talked too much about this episode. Ulf Gunderson. Nobody wants to trade their pick, though. That's the unfortunate thing. Nobody wants to move their pick this high in the draft, which means there's talent. And I don't blame them for moving. He's looking really fun, though. John Beliveau. Oh, man. And he's Swedish. Oh, he's Swedish. Right wing. We don't need a right. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't need that. We could use it. We just can't move up. It would take too many assets right this very moment. Gunderson, 67 overall. Medium elite right winger. Gonna take a couple of years to make it to the show. Great selection there for the St. Is that St. Louis's second pick of the draft? No, I thought that was their second. Holy moly. Okay. Now, you can debate after 15 moving picks, because their value definitely falls off there. Let me view the draft class again. We're taking our sweet time this episode, so if you don't have your snacks, that's your own goddamn fault, okay? Consider subscribing, too. Thank you guys very much for all the support on this series. I've been loving this series. It's very fun as a Montreal Canadiens fan to just tinker with the team. It's very fun. I love it a lot. So, there's a couple of options here. DeLuca Gamble, obviously, is right winger. It's going to take 2 years. Probably a low elite. Had a really good season in the WHL. Bodie from the USA Central, looking really fun. Oh my lord, look at that. Two-way forward. We could move up. Well, we have that pick. We can pick one of those guys. We don't need all 3. We could move Norlinder. Norlinder, I think, is fine to move. You guys might be upset because we just signed him that deal. Does that not make him valuable? Because he is going to be great wherever he goes. He's going to be a top 3 defenseman wherever he goes. He'll grow. He's probably mad about ice time on this team anyways. We need room on our defensive core anyways. Sean Bodie. I also don't hate that idea. We could move up for both those picks and select both those guys. The wingers. We could use 2 young wingers in our depths. Just why not? We also have Bennett Thomas, who is more guaranteed, I would say, in the second round. You know, we don't need to move into the first round for all these top guys. You have Zadorov, who doesn't have X factors. I'd rather stay away from that. Pushkarev, Pushkarev guaranteed at this point. Guaranteed. We don't need to move into the first round. We don't need to move that. Second round is where we need to finagle, right? Is that the second time I've said that this episode? Finagle. Make it 3. Because three's a party. Bennett Thomas. I mean, we could do that instead. We don't necessarily need to move up. I will sim to my selection right now. Sim to pick number 28 in the 2025 NHL entry draft. Gamble goes. Damn it. Gamble's gone. He went earlier than I thought. He was supposed to go 29th, around there. He went 27th. Unfortunately, he's really good. Gonna take a couple of years. We're still going to get something quite good here. I'm going to call a timeout just so I can talk and stuff, because that's what I do. I talk. This is my channel, damn it. Okay, we have options. We could say, okay, we could go with one of these low elites. They're almost guaranteed to be really good. 2-year ETA. They're both looking very, very fun. Or we take that pick, move back for picks in the second round so we can guarantee Thomas. And yeah, I'd rather do that. Honestly, we don't have to, though. we don't have to. I'm just debating with myself now. I'm 24 minutes into this episode and I haven't made a pick. I know who I want to go with. I'm going with my 28th overall selection in the 2025 NHL entry draft. I'm proud to select from the QMJHL, Joaquin DeLuca. Welcome to Montreal. Low elite. 2-way forwards, 70 overall. Great player there. Looking great. Bounce back, bouncer, magnetic, and quick draw. The definition of a two-way forward. Perfect pick there. Vegas, they're going to select Bodie. So we picked the right one. Hey, great stuff there for the Canadiens. I'm glad I took my time to... I didn't really debate which player. I just debated if I wanted to move back. I gotta stop saying debate. Debate. I don't even know what that word means now. So we need the 36 overall selection. Earlier than that, though. I could trade back into the first round and give... Yeah, that's what I'll do. For respect for Thomas, it is the 36 overall pick, but what we've seen, a lot of these teams are willing to just pick ahead for some of these guys. Maybe they've scouted good. That makes sense. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to trade off a couple of assets. I'm not going to trade my second. I need that 60th so I can move up from my other one. Winnipeg, what do you want? What do you want, Winnipeg? You can basically... You want Josh Brook? That is well worth it. That he signed to a 2-year deal. Falk. Now, you're not going to be NHL ready next year, are you? Zane Falk. No. He won't be. Now, what I also want your second round selection. I know. No, we don't. Let's try straight up for the 31st overall pick. You think that is enough to go through? Trade accepted. Yeah, it makes sense. Josh Brook is a guy who hasn't really gotten a chance in the NHL. Makes sense there. The Detroit Red Wings are going to select Vancourt there. We are going to select Thomas a little early because he's looking like a stud. And then Pushkarev is the guy in the second round that I want. Bennett Thomas, welcome to Montreal. Be good, please. 64 overall, right wing, low elite sniper. Oh, yes. Ooh, baby. He's going to be good for us. Hell yeah. Immediately into the AHL for these two players? Might be. So, the Montreal Canadiens. Nope. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to select. Just want to see who they select in the first round. Got to take our sweet time here. Who do they pick? Better not be anybody good. Good. It was not. Now, Pushkarev. I got him. So, I'm going to take those guys off my list. Thomas is already gone. Pushkar. Oh, I also want that defenseman, Morita. Okay. So, I don't want Zadorov. I want Pushkarev. He's supposed to go 41. And then that other guy, Morita's supposed to go 44. I think we can make it work. Aaron Morita. That's a funny joke. So, 41 and 44. I want the LA Kings... that pick right there. That's a little early, though, don't you think? 36. Let me go a couple more picks later. Let me go to the... Let's talk to Buffalo. That's only one more pick. That's fine with me. I'm cool with moving up a couple, a little early. What do you want? So I'm willing to give you my 60th overall pick. That's cool. And would you be just willing to do it straight up for 5th round pick next year? Second? That's not a lot of spaces. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair, Buffalo. I understand there. Damn, sucks that Kuvasari guy fell off. Low top 6 potential. That's unfortunate. I think I need to update my AHL system. That's what it's looking like right now. No, they don't really want anybody there. Teddy Bluger? We could flip Teddy Bluger. We could flip him for the next second round pick I want. Or we could do with this one. We could do Teddy Bluger for this pick. They need depth. They're the Sabres, obviously. We couldn't get our deal done with them last time, but would you take a 3rd round pick from next year? Would you do that? It's your own first. It's your third. It's fair deal. Teddy Bluger, depth forward that, they could sign in free agency, but it is Buffalo. Think. Buffalo Sabres, are they really going to do anything with that cap space? No. Ooh, great selection there for the LA Kings. Simone goes. He does have those X factors. Bryson, Hamill. Ooh, Mauricio Hamill. The first pick of the second round is an absolute stud. Woo, baby. So we have the 6th overall pick here. I want to go Pushkarev with this pick. Pushkarev, and then I want Morita, and then Steven Hughes, who is a second round pick. I think we could do that. Gustav Zadorov, no. Pushkarev, I want you on this team, damn it. You're the guy. You're looking good. Another low elite, 65 overall, center power forward. Hopefully he grows. We need them to grow. So it's definitely time to reevaluate the AHL system and upgrade it and get the right coach for all those guys. Okay? Great. Now the next pick we have is 60. 60? I want Merida. Merida's supposed to go here. Can I have this pick? Would you give me this Washington? Walla Walla Washington. Give it to me, baby. I'm gonna stop saying stuff. I'm gonna try to, you know what? I don't have anybody after there that I need, so I'm gonna give you this 60, and then what do you want? Do you want a goalie? Would you like Carey Price? You sure you don't want Carey Price? No. Let's try to do draft picks here. I'll give you a 4th round draft pick. Second, and that 19 spaces. You want to do that, Washington? No. Fortunately, they don't. Can I do skaters matching the block one more time? Vitaluma? No, absolutely not. Can I give you Boudreaux? Boudreaux's not looking great. He's not going to be anything special for us. Would you take that? That's enough value to put that over the edge, right? Second, a 4th Boudreaux. Can I recoup an earlier pick with that? With me adding that? Can I go the 105? Could we swap that? Hey, Washington! Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, there we go. We are micromanaging the draft. It's because I want these players, damn it. What is your name? Oh my god, your parents must hate you. Wyatt Wyman? Holy moly. No X Factors, though. Zadorov also didn't have any. I'd rather stay away from those right now. Probably going to be really good players. I just want to go for the guys that I have on my board. Zubov. Now, Zubov. 2A4, we don't need that. Those that come along, I want the defenseman. Yeah, I want the D-man. Are you kidding me? Morita, come to the team. Welcome to Montreal. Whoa! Wow! R2-D2 scream. Wow! That was more Mario, but was 75 overall out of the draft. Morita, our best pick of the draft so far. Pushkarev followed by Morita. We were smart there. Our next selection is 92. Do we need Steven Hughes, though? Is that the goalie? Or do we need to move up? We could. That's another 2nd round pick, though. I'm going to stay away from Zubov. We can get 2-way forward centermen whenever we really need throughout the draft. So they'll come by. That's a slot we don't need to worry about too much. We do have Kyler Burkowski, who's looking like quite a great player there. The next guy, it's Steven Hughes. Steven Hughes is, let me go to my pin players. I do have a lot pinned. There is a Woodworth on the board. 90th overall pick, Vladimir Sergeyev. I'm going to maybe stay away from him. He's not the biggest player that we need. A lot of guys later in the draft, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to move up. Do we? No, you know what? I don't need to move up for that. Let me just go to my 90th overall pick. 92nd overall pick, our 3rd round selection. I will see how everything else turned out. What do we miss out on the 2nd round? I mean, obviously the grinder would have been fun. Wyman 2. Zubov? Yeah, Morita was absolutely the right player to go with. You could debate, well, sometimes low elites don't grow. I want Pushkarev. I think I can do right by them. A lot of great players here in the middle of the 2nd round. Burkowski was great. We still got the better players, though. I'm happy with my picks. Scouts did a great job this year. I mean, we rebuilt the scouting core, turned around and had a great, we've had a great draft so far. Hughes, 57 overall, pretty good for a 5-year ETA. Don't need it though. Goalies are a dime a dozen in the draft. We can literally pick goalies out of a hat and they're probably medium elite. Now, the next guy I want to go with, Clarence Spalding, absolutely not. You have no, he's not going to be any good. Let me go to my list. The next guy, the couple of guys go. We even have this Kyle Bengoa here at 5-year ETA. I'll go for him around that. Erikimps, 4-year ETA. I mean, I just pinned him just in case. Backer, this is a lot of picks earlier than what I need to. Left wing, I doubt they're going to be any good though. Our scouts might have not had a great back end of the draft. Screw it. Let me go with Backer. Screw it. Let me take Backer. Michael Backer with this pick. He's going to be, so these guys I'm going to stay away from Fortunately, that is our first bust pick of the draft. It is what it is. I'm not too upset. So I'm going to stay away from them. Grayson Mellenby. That's a fun name. Zigelmanis, even better. Next guy, are the Cole Irons. That's a sick name. So let me go back to my pinned. The next guy, so this is 105. Our next pick would be, do I just go with the goalie? Naslin's not going to be any good, right? Blatany? Let me pick the goalie now. It's early, but let me pick the goalie now. Hey, Ben Goa, 4th round selection. Does he have that X factor? He doesn't. Still a sick pick. 17 years of age. Yeah, that's another goalie prospect we desperately needed. Didn't desperately. The Carey Price is on the way out. 5th round pick for next year. And so am I. Do you think you call me stupid? Okay, I did see. Let me go back to the 3rd round. See what we missed. I'm sure we missed out on something good after that bus pick in the 3rd. Udes was good. Keep it going here. Did we miss out on a low elite somewhere? I feel like we did. I think I saw one as the screen passed by. Good pick there by the Vancouver Canucks. Ben Goa. And then, the Pittsburgh selection there. Zigelmains, or Manis, whatever you want to call him. Hello? Great pick by the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, keep it going. 5th round. Did we miss anything? Hello? No? Did we not? Low elite there. Naslund was the up. Damn it. Naslund. Whatever. We got a bunch of low elites this draft anyways. I'm cool. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. That was the other guy that... Damn it. Has that happened 2 years in a row now? Sergei Anisimov. Well, here on out the rest of the draft, we're going to go with whatever our heart is telling us. My heart is telling me to trade off the rest of my picks because we don't need them. We don't really. Let me go potential one more time. We could go with this. You know what? Let me go with Anisimov. Screw it. Let's pick a defenseman here at this election. Well, it's okay. That's why it is. 'Tis what it is. It is, you know what? It is whatever it is, man. I think I've had a good draft so far. What we got in the first couple of rounds, yeah, our scouts definitely did a better job this year in the top end of the draft. We secured most of the top players there. Do I have anybody else pinned? We have this guy, Let me pick him early. Sign of respect. Petra Blatny. You suck. I'm just gonna trade my 7th round pick. You think I could swap it for a next year's 7th, right? Anybody? I pressed the wrong button. God diggity damn it! That's what happens when you're playing multiple video games at a time. My brain is too small to comprehend the difference in video games. Okay, 7th round selection. Somebody take it from next year. Hala, Kajula. Well, I guess I'm just making this pick. Man. Okay, so our last couple of selections. Bust. But you know what we're going to go with this time? A goaltender, baby. Goalie time. Okay. Now we have to go with the coolest goalie name here. Do I go with the German-born Marcus Bayer? Absolutely. Marcus, welcome to Montreal. Backup goalie in the 7th round. 55 overall. Ain't too shabby. And the end of the draft. Seems like a talent level definitely fell off. DeLuca, Thomas, Pushkarev, Merida. I'm Ben Goa. I'm super happy with this draft and how it turned out. Maybe I manage the depth of the draft a tad better next year, but we're improving here. It's hit or miss with drafts. I'm happy with it though. Now it's time to move in to the re-sign phase after the draft. Ooh, okay. Now this is the important phase of the episode. Obviously the draft is important, but now it's time to bring out the calculators, damn it. Farrell, is it time to negotiate a smaller contract? No. Okay, so you just don't want to play ball. So, you do want to play ball, but you're being mean. Bach, we're going to bring back for the AHL. Sounds good to me. Harvey Pinard, cool. Never going to really grow into an NHL player. If you want to leave, I'm cool with that. Right now, we're going to qualify Farrell And let go a bunch of UFAs. We're going to let go of you. Osborne, we're going to bring back 20 years of age, 60 overall. Fortunately, you haven't really grown out to be anything, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Not everybody has the potential. You just got to be you, you know, the best version of you. Jacob Forsback, Carlson, JFK, I got to bring back in some capacity, right? We have 42 contracts. Wagner, I'm going to let go of you. Gonna let go of Sami Niku for the 800th time. Matthew Joseph, get out of here. Johansson? That's Lucas Johansson. We're gonna let go of you too. And Claude Giroux, that's a big UFA to deal with. That's $8 million, dude. We could have gotten you to cheaper earlier. Is it because you had, like, the best season you've had in years? Is that why you're like, well, pay me, because put me in a retirement home, okay? You gotta pay for me. I don't want to do that. I sort of want to explore if there's a better option out there in free agency. That's $8 million I can put somewhere else with a better left-wing playmaker. Now, it might be more expensive, but at least we'll have that money. Claude Giroux, you might be making your way to free agency, baby. Now, Merida, we're going to put in the AHL. Absolutely, you're going to be praised down there. I want you to have all the ice time in the world. DeLuca, you're playing in the queue, so you can't. Pushkarev, we could just surround you with everybody with love and happiness. We're going to sign you. And everybody else, Thomas is cool because he's playing in the W, I believe. Okay, let me go to goalies. Just check that out real quick. Parsons, you're cool to go. You've been fine with the AHL. Primo needs a contract next year. Carey Price's 10.5 is coming off the books next year, which is insane how that contract is almost already over. What a contract that was. Kalinin is going to be the backup in the AHL this year. And we're going to let go of all of these fringe starters. We just don't need them. Okay, Nagy's there. Bengoa. Cool. We have a bunch of medium elites there in the pool, which I'm very grateful for. We've done a good job there. Okay, Simaday. I want to see who comes back, who doesn't. Come on, baby. Come on. Dominic Bach is going to sign. Harvey Pinard is also going to sign. JFK going to reject. Okay. Osborne signs. Morita signs. Pushkarev also signs as well. Okay. UFAs. Oh, JFK. Really? You want to leave? Well, that's kind of sad. You want to leave me? Okay. Then get out of here. Claude Giroux, unfortunately, I want to part ways. We could come back to you in free agency and offer you a one-year deal. It's likely. I want to explore options, so right now, actually, I'm not going to release him just this moment. I'm going to let him drift out into free agency. Not let any other teams get the jump on him, baby. I don't want anybody negotiating with him until he gets to free agency, baby, so we're going to stall on him. I do want to check coaching here real quick. Scouting I can do off screen. It's boring anyways. Nobody wants to watch that. Head coach, maybe it's time to change up veteran coaches because we could keep, you know what, we could keep veterans. Gallagher and a couple of other guys on the team. I'm cool with doing that. Maybe go away from Fiddler. Maybe it's about time. We do need an assistant or whatever in the AHL. Okay, let's send him to free agency. Farrell is the big guy. He is the replacement to Claude Giroux. That's what he was. That's what he was always meant to be, but Claude Giroux stuck along a lot longer than I thought he was. I guess Joshua Waugh is going to be moving up into the top 6 this year, so, I mean, we don't necessarily need a new top 6 winger. Left winger, that is. So Joshua Waugh will probably be going into that spot. With those X factors, he'll keep the +5 most likely. Who's the big fish? Oh my God, there's a couple of guys out here. Alex DeBrincat. Montreal traded away the draft pick rights to him. God, we could have had Josh. Oh, we could have had Alex DeBrincat, man. It's UFA, but who in their right mind's going to pay him? Oh, okay, a lot of teams are. Who's interested in him? Washington, Seattle, and Winnipeg. Yeah, makes sense. Let's start with forwards. Biggest forwards, Gensel. Farrell wants 10. Are you on crack? Is he? Oh, he's on. He's having himself a moment there. So it's not the free agency to spend money. It isn't. Next year, we're getting an extra $10 million to work with. Obviously, a lot of that's going to be going to RFAs and all that jazz. But let's not be stupid here. Claude Giroux, we could bring him back, but it's looking like we need a third line left winger. Maybe that's what it's sort of looking like. Unfortunately, Claude Giroux is going to be drifting out to open sea in free agency. That's funny. Haha, look at me. I'm lyrical genius, damn it. Greenway, I want somebody that fits directly for the third line so we can get chemistry down. Oh, Brad Marchand. For the third, you're telling me you wouldn't want Brad Marchand on the Montreal Canadiens. Now, that does make me sick to my stomach. It's not a bad idea, though. Not a bad idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to make too many signings this very moment. Might leave a lot of those decisions, or just leave it open to you guys. Christian Dvorak, no. Third line left winger, I mean, let me check Nino Ryder. Second line forward, no. Greenway, did we already check you? Top 6, yes. Kubalik, I want somebody who's, I don't want anybody to be too mad down there on the third. You do have Colin White. Fun times. And it sort of dips off from there. Michael Bunting, I don't hate. Yeah, okay. Because if I scroll, it goes all the way back up to the top. I hate that. Man, game. We're living in the future, baby. You can't just have me... Can't have the ability to scroll. Phil Kessel. That would be... He does fit bottom lines, baby. Are you telling me you don't want Phil Kessel on the Montreal Canadiens? There are a lot of options out here we could go with. All forward lines for Jacob Vrana. Man, he would be sick to have down there with Ryan Poehling and Brendan Gallagher. I don't think they'd get chemistry, though. 2 snipers and a grinder? Yeah, not really. 2-way forward. I mean, he's an RFA. Appleton. None. Okay. So many options. Maybe Max Domi. I do miss Max Domi on the Montreal Canadiens. Don't think he'd fit, though. I mean, we don't really have the scouting on him. I mean, Brad Marchand, we've had Patrice Bergeron, but that's because he's French-Canadian and because he was really good. Okay. Brad Marchand's a rat. Do we need a rat? Is that what we need to go from second round to another Stanley Cup? Is that what this team needs? It might be. Now, he's not going to fit chemistry. However, with the X factors and overall, he should be just fine. It might even get a plus on that line. I'm convincing myself to go that direction right now. Definitely convincing myself. Let's check defenseman before I have a conniption over here. Jacob Slavin is the best defenseman here in the draft. Is looking quite good. Neil Pionk is the other guy. Well, we could move on from a couple of guys on our defensive core and go like, hey, why don't we get a Hampus Lindholm? Or there was Marino from Pittsburgh that we could go try to make a trade happen. Couple of defensemen here we could go for. Or we keep the defensive core very simple. Maybe just add a Victor Mete or just a depth guy here or there. A lot of options out here in free agency. Goalies. Do we need a new goalie? We sort of do. Maybe we part ways with Vladar. And then we go for Igor Shesterkin. That is a guy that was mentioned in the comment section. He has the X factors. We could do so much good with him on the team. Spend $9 million there. He does want 6 years, though. No. Levi there. Don't hate that. Well, he was also a guy people were like, hey, maybe we go for Devin Levi. He has those X factors. Blackwood, no. Maybe a new goalie is what we need, because Primo didn't let us down, though. We could use one for the regular season, though, and the postseason, obviously. Bednar's there. Let's check if anybody fell through the draft. Jordan Harris, still an RFA for the Edmonton Oilers. They didn't really sign him. That's their own damn fault. Baby. Because guess who's still GM there in Edmonton? You know who it is. Sean Farrell, I think we can just wait him out. Nobody in the right mind's going to pay that much money for him. We can grind him down just like we did Cole Caulfield, and we will win, because that's what we do. We win in Montreal. That's what we do. You do have Eli Tolvanen, though. Don't hate that idea. He's on Buffalo, really? A lot of options out here in free agency. That's where I'm going to stop it, though. We've spent a lot of time talking. I'm talking myself into things here or there. One last thing I do want to mention. Obviously, contracts next season, RFAs. Matvei Michkov, this is the big deal. This is the deal that changes this franchise. How much does Matvei Michkov want? GM thumbs, me, I went over to Russia and stole you in a fighter jet. With consent, obviously. You wanted to come over, but that was the only way to escape Russia, okay? Could you do me a favor and not ask for $12 million over 8? You're worth every penny. I'm not going to say that directly to your face. Ever. Okay? Because this is negotiations. Aggressive negotiations. So, we're going to wait on Michkov. That's unfortunate. Any other RFAs expiring next year? Obviously, Farrell's there. Ryan Poehling. That'll be interesting. Maybe we move on. He's going to have a lot of value, though. We might have to move on from him eventually. Joshua Waugh. Now, that's a contract I can get behind. Do you want $5 million over 8 years? Can I give you $5 million over 8 years and you'd sign that deal? We could do it next episode. I'm not moving the rest of the episode, but that's where I'm gonna send that to you right now. I'm gonna send my regards. We do have Petrolainen. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep him on this team. He doesn't. Sort of disappointing. He's only 21. It's a lot of money though. That's where we're gonna leave it. I'm not going to see if Joshua Waugh signs a deal. That'll be the first thing we talk about next episode. Maybe, if I remember who. I do want to hear your opinions down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share this with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I will see you back in the 2025 free agency period. Ciao.